guys had a moment at practice that was well documented last week. Can we get your vantage point? What you thought about that?
All right. In all seriousness,
please.
I looked at the film and he did step out of bounds, but I'm not gonna go there.
No, you can go there.
I'm not gonna go there right now.
That's a big part of it.
But
what do you mean you're not gonna go there right now? You just went there.
I mean, I definitely did. I definitely did. But
I stepped out of bounds.
He stepped out of bounds.
They don't even have that camera angle of the baseline like that.
All I know is I gotta stop.
Tell them about the stop I got on you when you dribbled out of bounds, though.
Now that was a foul too. He slapped my whole arm, and we. See,
did they call it?
No.
Did the ref call it?
I mean, I'm not gonna get that call right now. I'm not gonna get that call right now. I'm playing against
you're a rookie
guy
anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean it's awesome. It's historic. It's powerful. I mean, Bronny's locker is across from mine, so every time I walk in, I see it's just still surreal to me that he, is on the same team as his dad, and I get to be a part of it and witness, each and every practice, each game, each moment that they have for at least this first year. So I can't wait till they step on the floor together, and officially make history. But it's been super dope to watch so far.
Is it 23? Is it GOAT? What's it gonna be?
I haven't gotten there yet. I haven't gotten there yet. It's probably gonna be like Bron would be the easiest.
Yeah, that'd be the easiest.
But yeah, I haven't gotten there yet. I haven't called him something yet.
Practice starts tomorrow, so we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens very soon.
At my age, the miles that I have, and to be able to play at the level I played at, it gave me even more a sense of, I do have a lot in the tank, a lot, and I can help a big part of a team win the ultimate and whatever, if it's gold or if it's a Larry O'Brien trophy or whatever the case may be. I could still get it done. So that was pretty cool, just from an individual standpoint, to know that you could be out there with the best players in the world and still be able to have a big part of it, not only on the floor but off the floor too. So that was dope. Little short story. When he was like 5 or 6 years old, I just told him in the locker room before we came out, and he was playing on the Little League Tiny Tots league in our hometown of Akron, Ohio, and I think he was like 5 or 6 years old, and he did something. He had grabbed a rebound and drove coast to coast through the lane through a couple of the other kids, and laid it up and had a little trot back. And I looked over at his mom, and I was like, oh, he's special. He's special. She was like, what? He's 5 years old. What are you talking about? I'm like, I've seen this before. I know I've seen this before. All the way to the point where he gets drafted, and I brought that back to his mom, and she was like, I remember you said that at 12 years ago. I have a video on my phone of Savannah playing NBA 2K. She doesn't play, he hasn't seen it. She does not play video games, but she went in practice mode and played with her son on practice mode. I forgot to post it. I was gonna post it for the world, but I have not yet. But it is super cool. I might have to get a world, later on today. But she was playing with Bronny, and I said, okay, this is what it takes to get you on the video game. Cool. And it was just super cool.
But how will you balance carving out your own journey, which I know you're very passionate about, but all the while understanding that you do have someone like him and other greats in this league, obviously, that you can go to?
Yeah. Just continuing to do what I've always been doing. I feel like I've done a great job of carving out my own path over the years that I've been taking basketball seriously. But just also sprinkling in a little bit of wisdom and stuff from my vets, my dad especially. But just trying to learn as much as I can and still keep working and carving out that path that I've been doing. We just got switched on the kind of mid-post area on the dunker, and he spun baseline and went up and under. I jumped on the strong side backboard. He went up and under. But the refs that were reffing that game, his foot stepped on the line a little bit. I got that stop. I believe I got that stop, but it is what it is. He's in year whatever he is, so he's gonna get that call.
Besides getting drafted, what's been the best part of the summer?
Just working, coming in, working every day, learning from the vets.
What's it like to wear that Lakers uniform?
Something special. It's crazy. It's surreal.
What media day is this for you?
Media day, double deuce, baby.
Man, ain't nothing changed, man. It's media day. You just enjoy it. You have fun. Don't take it for granted. This is my first media day with my son, so that is pretty dope. Listen, I'm here with the Lakers, man. What more can you ask for?
And what's your reaction to being the oldest player in the league again?
I feel like we've done a really good job of ignore him.
He's in year 22.
That's 22 years.
He's in year 22. He's allowed to scream.
That's age 40 coming. So
The worst interview of the day right here, by far. Terrible. I'm just learning every day. We got to hold each other accountable. You know, myself and this unbelievable person of a basketball player behind you. You know, we're gonna have an opportunity to teach these guys and lead these guys.
Is there a difference as a coach, the questions and answers that you get and give as opposed to as a player?
Yeah, yes and no. I do think, functionally speaking, when you're representing a team, it looks a little different. But if you, as a player, I had the mindset to protect my teammates and to protect my coaches and to protect the organization. That doesn't change now for me. I do think going into this, if there's a sword that needs to be fallen on, I will gladly fall on the sword. That's part of the responsibility as a head coach. So I think the tough questions, the tough answers, bring them on. It's all good.
And that's why you can say that you are a basketball sicko in your staff, right? That's kind of the word that we've all loved this summer. I don't know if that entails having fun too, but just a lighthearted question, what's been the most fun thing for you since becoming the head coach?
I would say being on the court. Whether that's been individual workouts this fall, our small group workouts. This summer, we had a few guys. Austin came for a couple days in Vegas. Max Christie was there most of Summer League. Jalen Hood-Schifino was there with the team, and we were just on the court with those guys. That probably has been the most fun. I will say this, though. I want to be clear. You have to enjoy the daily grind of the NBA. It cannot wear on you. And to me, the best teams, there always is a level of joy. The word I used last week was a focused joy. That means it makes sense. We're serious about the work, we're serious about the details, but we have to enjoy it, and we have to enjoy each other along the way. It comes down to the attention to detail. And if I pulled up a play right now and we watched it as a group, or if we were doing a teaching install and we were saying to run a specific action, there may be 6 or 7 details in every single action that we are going to emphasize. And so that's what I want our team to reflect. I want our team to reflect a team that pays attention to details, that is uber focused on the minutia of the game. The other part of that is the mentality. And that goes into the competitive nature, finding joy in the moment. We're going to do an exercise tonight where we talk about our values as a team, and it's going to be fun to do, and then we're going to hold each other accountable to that.
I do want to see if you remember this clip. Speaking of Jackson Hayes, this moment that you guys shared.
It could be there.
He has a follow dunk off my miss.
Of course you remember this. He's a coach.
He said off my miss.
But your reaction, though, is...
so good.
So good.
I love the answer. You have to be your own coach, have to be your own man. How do you see your approach
my
this year?
fondest memory of Dikembe Mutombo, he fractured my face on my birthday in Cleveland with an elbow. I never even got an opportunity to tell him about that. But yeah, I don't remember how old I was in Cleveland my first stint. And I think I was turning 22 maybe. He was in Houston. You guys can do the research. Yep, he was in Houston. And I went to the hole and caught one of those Dikembe elbows. And if anybody know about the Dikembe elbows, they do not feel good. He fractured my face, and I went to the hospital that night, and I wore a mask for a little bit. Yeah, so that is my memory of Dikembe.
What I want to know now is, now that you're the older statesman, did you get any of that from the younger guys?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Ant-Man, for sure. Tyrese Halliburton, them boys was on me all summer, calling me old head and grandpa and things of that nature. And you probably saw a little bit throughout the summer, my beard, my gray hairs was coming out, so I was looking like a real grandpa.
I didn't see that. I didn't see that.
Oh, that wasn't me. That was somebody else. That was not me.
Hey, LeBron, At this point, there's nobody in NBA history that knows how to prepare for a season. Vince Carter, literally the only one, right, that had year 22, and he was playing in a bit more of a limited role. How do you approach it? Is it the same way that you always do because it has worked like this, or has that changed a little bit, especially in an Olympic year, when you're able to accomplish that as well?
Well, I'm a little bit more advanced, in the Olympic year. So, like in 04 when I went into my second year, 08. 12 and now, 24, just because I've been playing all summer pretty much. So a little bit more advanced in everything. So excited about that, excited about getting to work tomorrow, and should be fun, really fun.
What's your level of excitement and anticipation of playing with your son?
It's a lot of excitement, just pure joy, to be honest, to be able to come to work every day, put in the work, hard work with your son, every day, and be able to see him continue to grow. We push each other. He pushed me, I push him. We push our teammates and vice versa. So, just a very joyous, moment for not only for myself but for our family. And when you're around young guys. I had a lot of fun, this summer with Ant-Man and Tyrese Halliburton and some of the young guys on the team. And they give you a lot of energy, a lot of life. So, to be able to be alongside him, he's 19 years old, be 20 soon in October, it just gives you some more life and the rest of the young guys on the team, so it's awesome.
When we did this last year, it was coming off an off season where after you guys had been swept by Denver, you hinted at retirement. You were beat up pretty badly physically. How different is your energy level at this stage, and kind of what's also your big picture view for yourself? Is a part of you think maybe this could be the last season, or have you started to think about that legacy type stuff?
Well, I'm definitely not as beat up as I was last time. I feel damn good. I had a great summer. Body, was responded very well overseas along with Team USA. So took care of that, and I kept that going. After even when we stopped playing, I kept it going. So I feel really good physically. Mentally, I feel really good, really sharp, very fresh. Looking forward to getting to work tomorrow. Have not thought about what the future holds. Kind of just living in the moment, especially with Bronny being here too. I don't want to take this moment for granted. I've always kind of never gave myself an opportunity to kind of just like, take in the moments. But this is a moment that I may, enjoy a little bit more than just like my actual self. But I do feel good going into the season. Going into training camp tomorrow, I feel good. I feel, more advanced, like I said.
Good playing, so we're just trying to follow that.
Coach Redick talked about how you were the one player he talked to probably the most this offseason and said he wants to put you in a position to have a career year.
Yeah.
What does that look like for you?
Well, first of all, I've never had a coach say anything like that, so I really appreciate those words. For me, I think just trying to be, selfless. Obviously, I want to apologize to all the fans out there that obviously saw me not hold myself accountable throughout the year, not be as professional as I would like to be the whole time. And if I've become a distraction in any way, I want to apologize for that, for the past. But in the future, just looking forward to being here, winning here, being a part of this new everything. It just feels new around here, and super excited for it.
How long does it take to build trust with a new staff? Can it be something that can happen real quick?
I think so. I think, one, credibility makes it easy, speeds up the process, but when you're talking to somebody of JJ's caliber right away, he knows what he's talking about. And for me, I've been in positions to where, respectfully, I didn't trust that person knew what they was talking about. So for me, I'm just grateful to be in a position to where I could trust that guy.
How does that feel this year as you learn how to get stronger and defend on the defensive end? I thought you did a good job last year.
I do too, but you know how that goes. I think last year we didn't really have the structure defensively that we needed.
As a team?
As a team.
Got it.
And that kind of hurt me a little bit trying to help my teammates. But like I said, JJ's trying to put structure everywhere and implement it everywhere, and I think that's what we need.
Well, hopefully a healthy team will help that too. Because you guys had a lot of different lineups. So I think your defensive prowess last year, it was much improved.
For sure.
From the years
health
prior.
killed us.
Yeah.
Yushi Hunging de Hurando, Yushi Lai So Wei Doi De,
can trust that guidance.
JJ, your new coach, he's kind of talked extensively about your abilities, your skills, that he wants to take advantage of your usage and get you the ball in different ways. I know you've had conversations with him. What does that look like to you in his system?
I think I don't think it's even just necessarily for me. I just think it's a system to where everybody's going to be able to, be put in spots to be more successful.
If you guys are healthy, how do you feel about, not the starters, about that second unit being able to enhance what you guys are doing as starters?
Yeah. I mean, it's key to have everybody healthy, and everybody fighting for the same goal. I think last year when Vando got hurt and Gabe was hurt, that kind of limited us a lot in things that we could do, because those are guys that, fill so many voids, obviously, on the defensive end, but offensive end as well, that guys that know how to play the game the right way, that are willing to sacrifice themselves for the betterment of the team. So not having those two throughout the majority of the year hurt. And, like you said, we fought and, clawed our way around that. But to have them, coming back and about to be ready to, hit the ground running is really good for us.
Not too many teams in the NBA can say that they won a championship 4 years ago. A healthy team this year, how do you feel?
I feel great. I even think that we were on the right track last year. Missing Vando, missing Gabe, Seawood was in and out of the lineup. Like, that hurts. That hurts. And I think, especially losing Vando with his defensive ability, able to do a lot of things on the defensive end for us, and offensively as well with his offensive rebounding. Seawood with his ability to shoot the basketball. Gabe with his playmaking ability and just point guard skills. Like, it's
Reddish was down.
Reddick and Cam with his ankle. So it was a lot for us, to try to overcome. Even though we still had the opportunity to, win that first round battle against Denver, but I think fully healthy, team this year, we can definitely make some noise to be one of the top teams in the West. And a lot of time, coaches and players, either don't get along or get along just off of respect. Like, okay, do we respect him? We can go run through a wall for him, things like that. So we established that day one with me and Bron, showing guys like, hey, we respect this guy and we're going to run through a wall for him.
All these questions for Dalton, right?
They're for you.
Devin, Bronny, just starting with basketball, what have these last couple months been like with you in the building, with the coaching staff, learning some of the terminology? What stood out to you the most?
It's me being a sponge, coming in, getting my work in the morning, and learning from all the vets and people that have been here longer than me. I feel like that's what I've been focusing on, and that's what I'm going to be focusing on for the rest of the year.
What has JJ said to you about kind of your plug-and-play sort of nature, and do you see a pathway for yourself to the rotation?
Yeah, for sure. I just he said just kind of be yourself, always go out there and compete, and be better than you were yesterday is really all. Just go out there, compete at a high level, and just learn from all the vets, and obviously I'll learn from JJ as well.
And Bronny, are you guys going to be like commuting together, or any, like you and your dad? Like, do you know any of that? You're going to sync up your rides to and from practice or anything like that?
Definitely not. It's already so much that we've been grouped together as. I'd like to stay as away as possible from that guy.
In what way do you feel like you guys have each improved over the last couple of months since being in here?
For us, I've just coming in and getting better every day. We come in and put our work in the weight room, come on the court, get our hours in. But just being a sponge, I feel like that's the most important part for us young guys to do. Just coming in and learning every day and continuing to get better every day.
Yeah, like you said, just coming in every day, competing, and just also, like you said, soaking it all in like a sponge, just trying to learn as much as you can from the vets. And yeah.
Guys, kind of on that note, what's been the emphasis of your skill work since Summer League ended?
I would say just staying in the weight room as much as you can, and going out there competing on the floor, learn from JJ, doing the 1-on-1, 2-on-2, 3-on-3 stuff, just learning the schemes and stuff. So I'd say that.
Yeah, just learning game plan, learning playbooks, but also, trying to get our bodies right in the weight room, stuff like that, getting in condition, NBA condition. Just improving every day.
How do you see your approach this year? I mean, you've really done well in the time that you've had coming off the bench. You got some starter minutes, very aggressive. What do you see your role? How do you see it this year for you moving forward with a healthy team?
Yeah, I think this year for me, I've kind of done it and watched over the past 2 years, seeing how our team operates, seeing the guys that we have. And I think the role for me this year is just trying to be that support guy. Defensively, I want to be a problem for opposing teams. I think that's the biggest key. Offensively, when it comes to, the biggest thing is shooting, three-point shooting, knocking down corner threes. We got guys on, LeBron and AD and D'Lo and AR and Rui, guys that are going to get most of the shots. They're going to create most of the offense. And my job, I think, offensively is just kind of lighten the load on them. When, defenses are keying in on them, I'm open for three. I got to be able to play none so that's my
play
biggest.
11 games. How are you now health-wise, and how long have you been cleared to play?
I've been cleared to play for a while now. We ended the season. I was in a uniform, so that was helpful. But it's been a good summer, just getting ready for the year, and body's feeling good and looking forward to this season coming up. Mostly just my health, just making sure I was strong and ready to take on this 82-game season. It's a very long year. You add the playoffs to it, it gets even longer. So got some miles on me, but took advantage of the offseason. But I think, JJ has an understanding of my skill set and the things I can bring on and off the floor. So I'm just trying to be my best version and help this team move, 1% better each day. And as we get closer to games, I'm sure things will get more defined.
Did you work on the most during the few months you had off?
Well, I started off with my ankles, so working on my body, stuff like that. Put on some weight, and then we just got back in the gym, started working on a bunch of catch and shoot things and things I'm going to have to do for this team. Obviously my conditioning for my defense, stuff like that. So pretty much everything, but specialize on a lot of catch and shoot.
How are you feeling right now? Everything good to go?
Yeah, everything's good. The rehab's been going great. The second surgery went well, so I'm excited to get back early in the season. I'll probably start ramping things up in about 2 weeks, but it's gonna take probably like another 2 weeks after that just to get in game shape. But that's when I'll start things up.
What has JJ told you about your role this year?
That I can go back to playing how I did in Dallas and Houston. I think last year was asked to me wasn't like more so scoring. It's more so we need defensive rebounding. And this year he was like, hey man, like I want you to, if you have a mismatch, I want you to take advantage of it. I want you to use all your abilities. I want you to take bigger guys off the dribble, post little guys up. So that's what I'm gonna get back to.
What do you hope to show everyone you can do as a rookie?
Just be out there, make winning plays, just try to be the best player I could be, hit shots, and just defend and just be who I am.
What did your offseason look like? What did you work on most as you prepared for this upcoming season?
Of course, I was in the Olympic too, so I think I was able to communicate with him and then talk about, first thing we talk about is his 3 points. He thinks that I can shoot more 3 points, and he believes in I'm the great shooter. So I think that gave me more confidence, and of course from him.
What did you learn from LeBron? Because you guys spent a lot of time together last year working out.
No, he's very creative. When we walking out, we do a lot of shooting or like steps, like footwork is that like nobody do, and he's just very creative and make it fun. It's really fun to walk out with him. We have a competition and stuff, and I always beat him.
How are you now?
I'm good. Everything's been going great. I had a great recovery, still recovering now. So, everything's been great.
Unable to walk for a while? That must have been tough.
Yeah, it was pretty tough, but I'm glad everything got done. I can get that behind me. So, looking forward to this year and, having a healthy season.